Check us out. WSTV. Show love. We show love back. Shout out Inky Mann. Let me like his. He got a great show. Big shout out him. God bless him.
Patriots, baby.
The Inky Man.
And he's on the door. And he's on the door.
It is real.
And he's on the door. And he's on the door.
Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't said this in a long time, but we got Cookie in the building.
Hey y'all.
There it is. So, it's your boy. Happy Friday, you suckers. Happy payday, you suckers. Hopefully everything is going all right with y'all. So today, we just, let me do the standard. Any of you who are tuning in for the first time here, your boy is on the road to retirement. I'm trying to retire at 50, and this is how we're going to do that.
I am the architect.
All right, proper introduction right there. So today's show is going to be about mentors. All right, and I have mentors that are listed below. The beauty of mentors is if you believe in them, they're supposed to be people that you could go to who are in a space or in a lane that you're in or trying to be in, and they can give you worthwhile advice. See, I'm one person, and if you ever met Cookie, you know Cookie, you can ask me yourself. I'm somebody that I don't care what you did back in the day. If you ain't doing it now, I don't want your advice. You can give me a little bit. You can tell if how to start whatever that is still the same as it was 20, 15, 5 years ago. Hey, that's cool. But if you're not doing it now, I'm not going to talk too much to you about whatever that is, because I need up-to-date information. So with mentors, when you have that, they're usually in a space that you need to be in, want to be in. And if you can recall, prior to February or around February, I was saying to you guys I was going to be changing my group of friends. I was going to change my network and start getting with people who are making me the dumbest person in the room. That way I can continue to learn something from people. So this is pretty much that first step, is gaining these mentors. So the show is supposed to be mentors and why I need them. I used to teach a lot, and nobody was really teaching me. I was doing a lot of the reading, and maybe somebody might point me to a book to check out, and then I read that and I come up with lessons, or I learn little things from that, and then I spread it, just like I'm kind of doing right now with this show. But now that I have mentors in various areas, when I need to know something, these people have agreed that I can reach out to them. And see, and the beauty of that is, usually when you're trying to do something of any substance, or you're trying to get ahead, I shouldn't have used the word usually, but you're probably used to this or have experienced this more often than you have not. Someone doesn't want to give you all the information because you become immediate competition. Or they're willing to give you information, but they're giving you bullshit information. I'll give you a quick story. The place I work right now, and I've probably told this story before. The place I work right now, I was talking to one of the owners, a set of brothers that, it's a triplet thing. Some brothers put their money together, or however they did, and they got this business. And I was talking to one of the owners about, the guy is he's a foreigner. How was it when you came here? How did you go from coming here and learning the language and learning our culture and all that stuff to then get to a point where you're owning your franchise? You have 7 of these locations, and you're building this and you're building that. What did you do? And the only thing that this man could tell me was that he came here, he didn't know the language, he had a hard time trying to learn the language, he had started this one particular business. That business, he took that business, was able to get a government contract. Once he got the government contract, he was able to bring in some of his other brothers, and then they got involved, made money with that, then they started branching out. And that was kind of how he broke that down. And then I said, okay, and I was trying to get a little deeper in it, and he wouldn't give me the answer. Like, you know, I could be going too far, but it was like either I was going to be his competition, or if I learn how to do this, well, I'm going to leave him, which there has been stories of them not liking when someone is leaving, or in my case, I'm not even going to go in my case. They get upset if you try to step out of their universe. If you do find another job, you find a better opportunity, instead of them being happy for you, they get upset. You know, and then they start to react, cutting your hours, or, you know, I mean, it's just dumb stuff. And I've seen this in a little bit of time that I was there. So I was very careful on how I approached the subject. But he wouldn't tell me anything. That's not a mentor. That's not a mentor. That is somebody who is just mad or upset or don't want you to get ahead, you know. And I could be taking it all wrong. Maybe he didn't understand what I was asking him, but I fail to want to believe something like that when you own 7 locations and you're building and all that. It takes some kind of common sense and some kind of book smart for you to understand that you can do that. So I'm not going to really chalk it up to that, but I could be wrong. So anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is go on out there and get you some mentors, man. If you're trying to do something in life, go on and get you some mentors, you know. I have a person that mentors me in just general life, but he also mentors me in business. My dad is my #1 mentor. Actually, my parents. Okay, let me not dismiss anybody, because I learn a lot from my mom. My grandmother is a mentor. You know, I learn a lot from them. But when you go beyond that, you know, they're personal mentors because they know you, they know how you get down, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes that could be a block because they know too much. So they can't see you doing other things. So when you get people outside of that scope, you have people who you've shown and proved that you can do certain things. That's more of a mentor than anything. And so with that, you have a person that kind of coaches me. You know, if I have a business question, he answers those questions, but I also tell him about personal things that go on, and he gives me some advice. I have a music mentor right now. I'm putting this music out. Thank y'all for supporting Big Art and past projects. As a matter of fact, Big Art is going to be dropping on the 25th of this month. Officially, it will be on Spotify. So if you see the link, you'll see a link to pre-save for Spotify, so that when it comes out, it's in the playlist. So if you see that, make sure to go ahead and check on the link. But I have a person that's kind of coaching me on where the music business is now. This is an established artist. He's put him and his crew have put out music. They toured. They continue to tour. They're connected to some high-level acts and things like that. So I talked to him, and as opposed to him going, nah, you know, that's just not how you do it. The last conversation, which was the only conversation I had, our first conversation, and it's going to continue on. After that conversation was over, the game was so simplified that I realized I was making a whole lot of mistakes and bad moves with the first few projects prior to the one that I got now. The music game was not the same as it is then, or was then, like it was. You know what I mean? So that's an example. And then I just have other things that I do. You know, I do some freelance business services, professional services, and some of the clients that I want to deal with, I want to help them beyond just doing the logo or consulting them on this, or, you know, piecemeal kind of things. I have this one client that actually wants to go with a staffing agency. They want to build a staffing agency. So I found out I have a friend who has a staffing agency, and even though it's not in the same industry, it's a staffing agency nonetheless. So by talking with him, he can at least break down how the industry of staffing goes, how the business model of staffing, how that goes, and then I can apply this knowledge to this person who's trying to do something that's along the lines of staffing. Now, to even go further than that, this person also wants to build an app. Well, I have people who have built apps, or I have people who have, people who have built apps for them. You know what I mean? So having these mentors is helping me, because it's allowing me to know more. And as long as I'm able to be the dumbest in the room, the sky is the limit as far as the knowledge that I can gain. And then the ticket, and this is how I'm going to end this show, or I'm going to stop talking about that. The ticket to everything is action. You can know everything in the world, but if you ain't doing shit, then what you mad about your progress for? Why are you upset that you're not where you need to be if you're not taking the action? So, I now, with these mentors, 11-11, I now have with these mentors, the ability and the wanting to get up every morning with some fresh new stuff, with some fresh new knowledge. Understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I want to give a big shout out to my brother Jeff for coming up with Friday Fresh. And here's a little segment. Check this out real quick.
My mind is a raging torrent, flooded with rivulets of thought, cascading into a waterfall of creative alternatives.
Oh, darn it, Mr. Lamar. You use your tongue prettier than a $20 hole.
All right. So you see what I'm calling the Inky Mann show, Jeepers. I don't know if you guys had that saying. We used to call cheap ass kicks Bobos or Jeepers. What did y'all call them out y'all way? If somebody had a pair of cheap shoes, what they call Bobos, Jeepers, cookie cutters, none of that stuff. Nobody used to rank on people's kicks. So according to Cookie, they call them piss wipers out in Milwaukee. So with that being said, hopefully that you'll go ahead and check out my store. Now let me just sidebar this real quick, then go ahead and I'll let y'all go. Now again, shoes, Bobos, Jeepers, cookie cutters, piss wipers, these are cheap shoes. Them shoes there, they're not cheap. So go on over to the site and see how much those kicks are worth. They are Pro-Ked, Chuck Taylor quality kicks that I've designed, and those are just a few of the first pair. So the white pair, those are the men's pair. The pink pair, that is the women's pair. All right. And with that being said, happy Friday to y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. Hopefully everything works out. Happy payday, you suckers. Later.
The time has come for someone to put his foot down. And that foot is me. The time has come. The time has come.